and welcome to the 8th annual Playing with Armadillos. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was just seeing if you guys are paying attention. Welcome to the Curio Storyteller. And for our tale today, we're going to be reading from Tales from the Arabian Nights. And let me get you guys, well, I should say also happy fairy tale Friday. And this is where we're going to get our fairy tales from. We're going to put Oreo Jr. back there. He got his cute little robe on because he wanted to be like the man in tonight's story. And let me give you guys a quick recap of what we're doing. This is basically about a king or a sultan. He got cheated on. He did not deal with heartbreak properly. Okay. He decided after he got cheated on, he wanted to unalive a wife a day. One of his advisors that was doing the unaliving for him had a daughter. She said, I'm gonna take one for the team because we can't have all these mamas out here crying and these daddies, fighting the air or whatever, because they ain't gonna fight the sultan. And so she got with the king, she got married, and he still hasn't unalived her because she keep telling them stories. Not like lies, but like stories. And so he all curious and nosy, and so he keeping her alive. So we're on story number 83. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so for tonight's tale, the story of the Greek king and the physician. In the country of Zoman, I don't know if I'm mispronouncing. Y'all know that I have a tongue that only speaks English. That's all they taught me in school and a little bit of Spanish. So I'm sorry, y'all. In Persia, there lived a Greek king. This king was a leper. Let's let's have a nerd moment. Let's just take a moment to be nerds. Okay. Let me tell y'all what I learned that scared the hell out of me. And hopefully it prepares you and doesn't scare the hell out of you like it did me. Okay. Y'all ready for us? Got you ready?
I'm ready.
Oreo Jr., we know he ready. Look at him. Do y'all know where leprosy comes from? And I know we, talk about it in Sunday Fun Day school. But do y'all know where it comes from and where you can get it like in today, like today? You know, Scott?
Walmart.
No, let me clue you in. It's on the street sometimes. It's on the street sometimes. Armadillos. You can get leprosy from armadillos. And let me warn y'all, Jesus is not here right now to heal you from your leprosy. So if you see an armadillo, run like hell. Okay, that's all I got. So I wonder if this king was playing with armadillos.
Maybe.
Possibly. Because how the hell you just end up with some leprosy, sir?
I don't know. Armadillos in the Bible.
Yeah, well, there was leprosy there, so I'm guessing. I don't know where they got it from.
Talking about armadillos. Just wondering.
Scott, God created all the animals, so they did talking about them indirectly. Let's get back to the story, though.
Okay.
Stop distracting me, Scott. And all his doctors had been unable to cure him when a very clever physician came to his court. Okay, is it Jesus? Is he going to heal him? He was very learned in all languages, unlike me, and knew a great deal about herbs and medicines. As soon as he was told of the king's illness, he put on his best robes, like Oreo Jr. over there. You see, he got his little heart robe, like, I love you, Sultan. And presented himself before the king. Sire, he said, I know that no physician has been able to cure your majesty. But if you will follow my instructions, I will promise to cure you without any medicine or outward application. Is anybody else thinking Benny Hinn? Remember Benny Hinn, the one who would just swing that coat around and the people would just fall back and be healed? He was a televangelist. Look him up. He is hilarious. He was a fake prophet. He was like, oh yeah, I can heal you. I'm just going to swing my coat in the air like a helicopter. The king listened to this proposal. Sorry, let me get back to it. If you are clever enough to do this, he said, I promise to make you and your descendants rich forever. Okay, now. The physician went to his house and made a polo club, the handle of which he hollowed out and put in it a drug he wished to use. Okay, got a little meth.
Okay.
Period. Then he made a ball, and with these things, he went the next day to the king. Sorry, y'all. He told him that he wished to play at polo, him to play at polo. Accordingly, the king mounted his horse and went into the place where he played. There, the physician approached him with the bat he had made, saying, take this, sire, and strike the ball till you feel your hand and whole body in a glow. What else make your hand and whole body feel like in a glow? Meth. Told you. I'm gonna just answer it for you. I'm not even gonna leave you hanging like that.
Okay.
When the remedy that is in the handle of the club is warmed by your hand, it will penetrate throughout your body. Hey, your body, yada yada yada. Then I think it meant then it say then you must return to your palace, bathe, and go to sleep. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, you will be cured. The king took the club and urged his horse after the ball which he had thrown. He struck it, and then it was hit back by the courtier who was playing with him. When he felt very hot, he stopped playing and went back to the palace, went into the bath, and did all that the physician said. The next day, when he arose, he found, to his great joy and astonishment, that he was completely cured. Okay, it's like Jesus and Benny Hinn. Period. Do that stuff. Sorry, y'all gonna hear thunder and lightning. It's raining here, so that's going on. Don't be scared, y'all. Anyway, when he entered his audience chamber, all his courtiers, who were eager to see if the wonderful cure had been effective, were overwhelmed with joy. They like, oh, if I get me some leprosy, I can get healed by that dude too. Period. Hey. The physician entered the hall and bowed low to the ground. He said, y'all, give me my money. The king, seeing him, called him, made him sit by his side, and showed him every mark of honor. Yes. That evening, he gave him a long, rich robe of state and presented him with 2,000 sequins. The following day, he continued to load him with favors. What favors would y'all be asking for the Sultan? Put it in the comment section. Scott, what favor would you ask the Sultan if you could have anything?
I don't know. Ask for a good piece of land that I could farm.
Period. I would do that too. That's smart. Now, the king had a great visitor who was envious. Here we go. And a very bad man. He grew extremely jealous of the physician and was determined to bring about his ruin. We got a hater alert. Here we go. In order to do this, he asked to speak in private with the king, saying that he had a most important communication to make. What is it? Asked the king. Sire, answered the great vizier. It is most dangerous for a monarch to confide in a man whose faithfulness has not been proven. You do not know that this physician is not a traitor come here to assassinate you. Sir, that's a huge jump. This man that cured this man of leprosy, and you over here accusing him of trying to, like, that's a big old jump. That's crazy. Like, that's where hating to take you, right here. Just making up crazy stuff. I am sure, said the king, that this man is the most faithful and virtuous of men. If he wished to take my life, why did he cure me? I mean, anybody? Why did he cure you if he's trying to assassinate you? Okay. Cease to speak against him. I see what it is. You're a big old hater and are jealous of him. One of these things he didn't say, y'all figure it out. But do not think that I can be turned against him. I remember well what a visitor said to King Sinbad, his master, to prevent him from putting the prince, his son, to unaliving. What the Greek king said excited the vizier's curiosity, and he said, "Sire, I beg you to drag us into another story. I beg your majesty to have the condescension to tell me what the vizier said to King Sinbad." "This vizier," he replied, "told King Sinbad that one ought not believe everything that a mother-in-law says, and told him this story." Told y'all we was gonna be in a lot of stories because this girl trying to make sure that the initial one don't unalive her. So we got one more story, and then I'm gonna let y'all go.
Okay.
The story of the husband and the parrot. Period. A good man had a beautiful wife. That's Scott and I.
It is.
Whom he loved passionately and never left if possible, Scott. Uh-huh. Hmm.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. One day, when he was obliged by important business to go away from her, he went to a place with all kinds of birds, where all kinds of birds are sold, and brought a parrot. Okay. This parrot not only spoke well, but it had the gift of telling all that had been done before it. He a snitch. The parrot's a snitch. He brought it home in a cage and asked his wife to put it in her room and take great care of it while he was away. Then he departed. On his return, he asked the parrot what had happened during his absence, and the parrot told him some things which made him scold his wife. Told you the parrot be snitching.
Yeah. And, the story, I don't feel like it's if you're a woman in trouble, it's not very good outcomes usually.
He got them meta glasses on you, girl. He got them meta glasses. He just over here like, huh? Yeah, you think I'm not recording? You got them meta glasses. In a parrot, though. She thought that one of her slaves must have been telling tales of her, but they told her it was the parrot, and she resolved to revenge herself on him. Oh, what we gonna do here? When the husband next went away for one day, she told the slave to turn under the bird cage a hand mill, another to throw down water from above the cage, and a third to take a mirror and turn it in front of his eyes, from left to right by the light of a candle. The slave did this for part of the night and did very well. I don't know what, I mean, either you can do that or you can't, but okay. The next day, when the husband came back, he asked the parrot what he had seen. The bird replied, "My good master, the lightning and thunder and rain disturbed me so much all night long that I cannot tell you what I have suffered." The husband, who knew it had neither rained nor thundered in the night, was convinced that the parrot was not speaking the truth, which, I mean, sir, it's a damn parrot, but okay. So he took him out of the cage and threw him so roughly on the ground that he unalived him.
Wow.
These are fairy tales. Fairy tales don't end like Disney ones do.
No, they do not.
No. As Hansel and Gretel. Nonetheless, he was sorry afterwards, for he found that the parrot had spoken the truth. When the Greek king, said the fisherman to the genie, because remember, that was the initial story before the sultan, remember, had finished the story of the parrot, he added to the vizier, "And so, vizier, I shall not listen to you, and I shall take care of the physician, in case I repent as the husband did when he unalived the parrot." But the vizier was determined because he was the biggest hater. "Sire," he replied, "the unaliving of the parrot was nothing. But when it is a question of the life of a king, it's better to sacrifice the innocent than save the guilty." He said, "Just do it anyway." He was like, "Sir, it's better to be safe than sorry. Let's get him." It is no certain thing, however. The physician wishes to assassinate you. He ain't letting this go. My zeal prompts me to disclose this to your majesty. If I am wrong, I deserve to be punished as a visitor was once punished. Because I'm going to drag you right into this other story to convince you to unalive this man that really he ain't trying to do what I'm saying. But I want you to just get rid of him because I'm jealous. Because I'm a hater. What had the visor done, said the Greek king, to merit the punishment? I will tell your majesty, if you will do me the honor to listen, answered the visor. That's the last story we're going to do for this Friday, because child, they'll drag you in stories all day. Okay, and they all lived happily ever after. Okay, y'all know how we end this thing. What stood out to you, or what did you learn from these two stories? You guys out there, make sure you put it in the comment section. Scott, what did you learn, or what stood out, or what did you think?
I probably said this before, but just glad that I'm not living at this time. Place. Just lots of unaliving going on.
Lots of it. Harambe laws all over the place. Okay. What stood out to me is this. This book is probably what Inception had to be based off of. Remember, Inception was like a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream. This book is a story inside of a story inside of a story inside of a story.
It's getting a little deep there.
Yeah, these stories are just honey. She is fighting her life. Okay, my girl is fighting for her life. Okay, period. Okay. But also another thing that stood out to me, there will always be haters. You got haters in Arabian Nights. You got haters all through the fairy tales. Honey, haters been on this planet since humans been on this planet. So period. Don't be impacted by them. Because they gonna always be here, baby. Period. That's what I got. You got anything else?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, what you got?
I feel like building on what you're talking about, story on a story on a story. I feel like she might be, pushing her luck kind of soon.
He gonna be like, I'm tired of these stories.
Yeah, he's gonna finally decide, like, you know what?
I'm toxic as hell. You gotta go. I don't care who your daddy is.
It's kind of like, like a TV show. You get into it, it's got an interesting concept, but then they just they never really get to the root of the matter. They just keep, pushing it, and then you finally just kind of give up on it because you're tired of like
90 Day Fiance, how they just spin them to 90 Day Fiance couple like that. You know how like Big Ed was like, he was there for decades. He was in a single life. He was in retreat. He was like, it just kept going.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
with that, we're going to bid you guys adieu. Y'all know we coming back with this craziness. So give me 30 minutes, but y'all know how my 30 minutes go. 30, it's 10, it's 15, it could be anything. Just depends. But in the meantime, and in between time, we are going to bid you guys adieu. So, as always, we appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us, and we hope you guys appreciated your time, spending time with us, I guess I should say. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, check out some other videos, shorts, live, all that fun stuff. Make yourself at home here at the 8th annual Playing with Armadillos. I'm kidding. At the Curio Storyteller. So from wherever we are, even when we are 28 stories deep into a story where this chick trying to save her head from being cut off her head from being cut off her shoulders, to wherever you guys are. Peace, love, and happiness. And don't forget, we'll be back in 30 minutes with some more Dream Date. Okay, but in between time, we'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.